today to show you Magistry 2. This is a game developed by Pandemic, which are the same gentlemen who did Mercenaries. It's a very interesting, unique type of game. It's actually described as a fantasy RTS sim. It's a sim because you actually are building an economy and an entire infrastructure that is built around all of your different heroes and peasants and tax collectors, where you collect money, you build buildings, and you create an economy. But it's also an RTS in the sense that you have units and special characters that can level up and obviously go into combat. So it's not just like a standalone sim like SimCity. What we just saw, this is a special mission where you actually have to defeat this gigantic ogre who's wreaking havoc on this city. And you have to do that through contracting heroes. Now, this isn't like a standard RTS where you can just select on a unit and tell him to go somewhere. See, if I take this Royal Guard here, I can't actually move him anywhere. He doesn't subject to my whim because I'm the king and I can issue orders, but I can't force them to do anything. But I can actually influence them to do certain things by sending out contracts. Now, you do contracts just by doing a simple right-click action. So when I start getting this Warriors Guild build up here, I'm going to pump out a bunch of standard warrior hero types. And say if I wanted him to go and explore this area over here to see if there's some more of this treasure, I can put one of these exploration flags. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. One of these exploration flags, and I can associate a certain amount of money with it. So I just put $300 bounty on them going to explore this area. And what happens is as soon as they go to that area and collect that money, they will essentially become part of this economy that I'm going to build in this infrastructure here. Now, this ogre's done completely wreaking havoc on the town, so he's going to take a nap, which is very convenient because we're going to need a lot of time to build up enough heroes to kill him. So I'm very happy he's taking a nap. So we're working on the warriors here, but in order to really take a maximum benefit of my heroes, I need to do something that maximizes my economy well too. That's why I'm going to build a market here as well too. So what's going to happen is you're going to see a bunch of skeletons just arrived here at the town, and my little Royal Guard, he's going to do what he can to help out. But what we really need are my actual standard units to really help, and it just finished here, so I'm going to pump them out real quick. But what I can do is, say they were starting to attack my city here, I can put a bounty on my own castle. Let me do that real quick. Shoot. There we go. A bunch of these exploration ones. There we go. But I can just right-click my city here and put a protection flag on it. Now, what that does is, again, I can set a certain amount of money to it, and my warriors will understand that every single monster that attacks my castle and they kill that monster, they get gold for it. All right? So again, I'm not directly telling my characters to go here and click and attack this, but I'm influencing them as much as I can by promising them gold and glory and all of these wonderful things. As soon as this market's done, I'm going to essentially make available in the market healing potions and amulets of regeneration that these heroes that are now done, which are totally killing these skeletons now, by the way. And see, he's already starting to rack up money from defending my castle against these skeletons. And once he has enough money, he can go and blow it in the market on healing potions, which essentially you're recycling all of your income with your heroes and your economy. The amount of strategy and in-depthness that you get into this game is ridiculous, because I'm just telling you about the warriors. But as soon as you start getting into the different hero classes like rangers, rogues, clerics, mages, and even barbarians and stuff like that, they don't even want money. You just tell them to attack something and they'll just go do it in a berserker frenzy. They don't even care about money. But your rogues will only do things for money because they would rather steal the money and do the contracts and not do the job, but they'll always get there first because they're so fast. So every single one is special and unique in their own way. We're going to build a smithy here too, because you can build, as you gain more money, you can build upgrades in your smithy, and then your heroes will spend their hard-earned money on upgrades for themselves that you provide available in your smithy. So there's really no other true resource management except for incentive and taking care of, like, certain spawn points. Say, for example, this is a bear den, and you'll see bears being pumped out of it all the time. And you need to actually incentivize your troops to go and knock out this thing so it doesn't destroy your city here. But there is also a factor of motivation with your characters as well too, because just because you're paying them doesn't mean they're actually going to go and do the contract immediately. They might lounge around, stop at the tavern first, and then walk over and go and kill the skeletons that's been working on your peasant's house, you know? For like, whatever, 5 minutes. But you can do things that will actually motivate your characters to do it even more. And this, for example, a statue of the king. This highly motivates your heroes to go and do things in the name of you, the king. We're gonna pump some rangers out here too. And, by the way, you can just do standard guard towers as well too. If you don't want to worry about your heroes getting caught up in a certain area or whatever, you can just build a guard tower and they'll pump out more royal guards, which are, again, you're just your standard type of defend the area unit.